I'm going to walk everyone through the steps of ensuring that your students can get to the wiki in Blackboard so that they can use it for collaborative work. This is actually a lot easier than it sounds. So I've just opened my course in Blackboard. This is the EdLeadership shell. I'm going to slide down, whoops, wrong side, slide down and get into my control panel. The first thing I need to do is actually configure the wiki. This is a lot easier than it sounds. Basically, do I want students to edit the wiki? Yes. Do I want students to be able to permanently delete wiki pages? I would have to say no to that. Do we want them to export the wiki? That's your call. I'm going to leave that as no for right now. Do we want them to view comments on the wiki page? I would say yes. And do we want to allow students to add comments? Absolutely. So then you need to say yes, allow them in. You can say when they have to stop. I always leave the end date open. Choose the dates when it can be viewed. I always say view it immediately. And then how shall the public references to students be displayed? Go ahead and allow it to use their name. It gives more of a social presence for the individuals. And then over on the far right, as usual, I'll show you, you have to click OK. So we click OK. Great, we have just configured the wiki. Now we need to make it accessible for the students. You're staying in Control Panel. You want to go down to Course Options because right now, the way we are handed Blackboard, the wiki is not on the menu. So Manage Course Menu. And the wiki is a tool. So we're going to add a link to it, a tool link. Click on Tool Link, and if you slide down, it's right there. Wiki Tool. Boom. And you have to give it a name. Wiki Groups. Available for students? Absolutely. So we click the Submit button over on the side, and boom, we've just added it to our menu. So if we go back and just look at the base page that students see, there's now a button for Wiki Groups. So you click Wiki Groups, and here's our wiki. Basically, if you haven't seen the movie, it's called WIKIs in Plain English. I will be happy to share that URL with you, but if you go into YouTube and you just type Wiki plus Plain English, it'll pop up. Basically, this is a web page until we click the Edit button, which is over on the far right side. Got my plain web page. I'm going to click Edit, and my home page is where all my students should first enter, and then they can go off for their individual group work off pages I give them. So first I'll just Group A, Group B, Group C. Now Group A, click here for your wiki page, and I'll just copy and paste that for the others. Okay. Now I'll save it. Oh, nice typo, huh? I click Edit, and I just add my R. Okay, save, and let me look at it. Great, so I've got my base set up, but none of these are hot links yet. They don't go to any new pages. I go back to Edit, and I highlight what I want to be my hot link. Now, if you look, you've got this whole toolbar here, and most of it looks pretty familiar, right? You've got the cut, and underneath the cut, you have Insert Link. This is our friend, the chain, Insert Link. So I click on that. Do I want to link to a new page? Do I want to link to an existing page or to some outside URL? Well, I'm setting up group pages for my group, so it'll be a new page. And I'll give it a name. Keep it simple. This will be the home for Group A. And I click Insert. I've just created a link to a brand new page. So let me do this for my other two groups. I highlight what I want to be hot. I click the chain. This will be to a new page. This will be for home Group B. And then I click Insert. One more time for Group C. Highlight what I want to be hot. Click the chain. Insert to a new page. It's Home Group C. And then I have to click the Insert button. Okay, now I've created these hot links, but I must save them to make sure that they work and they're there for the students. Click Save, and you can see right away that they're hot links. So I'll click on the first one. Boom. Here's my home page for Group A. To begin editing this page, all I have to do is click here. Hello, Group A. Click Save. That is truly as much as you need to know to get your wiki going and get your students going. They need to log in through Blackboard, click the wiki groups, and then as soon as they click Edit, it flips over into a sort of Word document, and they can type away. And you must click Save, or it won't. Boom. So now here's an example of the kind of social yet still cognitive work that we can create for our students. Let's say there's a great article online or a great YouTube video that you would like your students to see. So you can open another window or another tab, depending on whether you're using Internet Explorer, Firefox, whatever you're more comfortable with. And just for an example, I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to search EdLeadership. Okay. So obviously you would want to watch what's available and make sure it's appropriate. Just for argument's sake, I'm going to click on the ABCs of Educational Leadership. If I look over on the side, here's my video playing. This is the URL. Don't worry about embedding it. Just copy the URL. So I put my mouse on it, and I slide down, and I copy it. So then I go back to my wiki, which I had open into another window, and I'll click my Edit button. Please watch this video and then work as a team. That means you all share thoughts individually, and then by the end of the week you work to mold your various thoughts into one paragraph. Whoop, and it helps if you can spell. That sums up your collective thinking on the following. How does this video relate to the very nature of educational leadership that you have experienced thus far? Here is the link to your video. Alright, so I want this to be the link to the video, so I highlight it. I go back up to the chain, insert link. Now, this is not going to be creating a new page. This will be down here, link to an external website. I need to click that, and then I paste in. I can either do Control button and V, or I could have gone up to Edit at the top menu left bar, slid down to Paste. Either one will do this. There's my URL. I want the students to view. I click Insert. I have to save it. Please don't forget to save it. Alright, here is the link to your video. I click on it, and it loads for my students.